I'm Zoe, and this is Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. You guys, I have attempted like 3 times today to do this message since it was coming through earlier on the other message, and it's just putting me in this very like sleepy, like hypnotic state, like this dreamy, like this was like last week too. Take a breath. Center in. Super good. My God, you guys. So, I guess if you guys weren't here earlier, I'll show you my outfit. Oh, you guys can see the altar over here. It's so much good, better. There, I want to figure out how to move it back. So these are some little high-waisted cotton shorts. I sewed these initially with this color-changing yarn. I don't know if you can see this. This color-changing yarn and like a carpet needle. This was like a scrap. And I decided I should add some color to it to match my colored stockings. And then I had to add my pirate belt, of course, which I made this. Look at this cool stitching. With this hand-woven silk on the back and this patent leather. This is patent leather. This is not pleather. And this is the tube in another way. Okay. And I put this on my head today. I thought it was cool. Of course, I added. I wish I could move you back. There you go. And of course, I added. What do you call it? The crown. Figured if I'm gonna be a pirate, I might as well be a pirate queen. So it's not much of a costume. It's just actually a state of being, pirate queen. For any of you guys that don't know me, I'm Zoe, and actually for many years, I guess I still am, Gypsy Pirate Queen. You know, I'm just checking in to see. State of being. Okay, you guys can hear me. Hi. Yusha. Hi. Right now, I'm in Indonesia. Right now, I'm in Bali. I'm in Bali. I'm from outer space. I'm a cosmic girl from the universe. Dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, aliens. Oh man, all of those, archangels, galactic federation, all the beings of love and light, of high vibrational frequency that are here to guide and give us messages from the collective, for lovers, for love stories in the collective, bringing it in. We thank thee for their clarity, guidance, protection, understanding, and your presence. For your breath. Okay, so for many of you guys, a lot of this comes in as we begin to focus and center in on our breath work. Okay, so as we breathe, look at that at 444. So maybe that's the pattern to do box breathing. If you guys know like this, to do like 444, in 4, you know, like breathe in for 4, count of 4, hold for a count of 4, out for a count of 4. If you want to do box, and it's 4 times, or whatever you think, right? Maybe you feel 6 or maybe you feel 8. Sometimes I feel different numbers, but start at a low number and then let it out for that long and then hold it. But yeah, the breath. Again, this is 11. So there is something that's coming to life. We're getting it's like this breath of life, okay? A change in the wind, 12. Okay, this is the energy of 3. Something you've been manifesting, something that you've been hoping will change. For some of you guys, you can be what do you call it? Overthinking. And that's why I was saying, just take a breath. Don't overthink things, right? When you overthink things, then you kind of mess things up, right? And so they're saying, just take a breath, like things are gonna change. Hi, I'm great. Thank you for asking. How are you? Hello. Hello in Indonesia. Selamat malam. For some, they still are gonna come up. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is very clearly just a message because I just keep shuffling these and it keeps coming up. Okay, for some you will have a change in living situation. For some, this person, like for many of you guys, you may be no contact, okay? When this person kind of retracted their love or their energy for you, it was like you felt like you couldn't. It's like having their energy connected to you was like this, you didn't realize it was stabilizing, right? You didn't realize it was grounding or nurturing. You didn't realize that. And so when they retracted, right, when they decided to take it away, right, or blow out the light, when you decided to extinguish the light of the connectivity, right, you're just kind of left hanging there, right? And so this is changing, right? No place like home. So for some, and a change in the wind. So for many of you guys, you will be changing a living environment, a home space, something like this. And this is something that they want to do with you, okay? Maybe they've been waiting to do it with you. Maybe they want to talk about the things that you want to create together. And how fast or how slow. See how the cheetah is sitting here? It's like we don't have to go so fast, you know. This is like a face and this little cheetah egg. So it's like the most important thing is that you get to co-create, that you're moving in this motion, okay? 10, yeah, it's like an unfinished symphony, you guys. It's an unfinished symphony. And it's like, it doesn't matter how much one or the other has attempted to, be in this masculine energy, this yang energy. How much one or the other has like almost forcefully attempted to make it happen or do something, right? Or something else, create something, or I'm good, whatever. It's like, it still feels like an unfinished symphony. It still feels like something is missing. Like you cannot write it by yourself. She's sitting there like playing it by herself, you know, and it's like, yeah, she can do it. 40, you know, she can make forward movement, but it's like still, it's this unfinished symphony, right? And so what's happening is this yang energy. So there is some type of action that needs to happen, right? 1 is the yang energy. So new start, right? What is it? Okay, peace. Peace, 23. This is the energy of 5, okay? So maybe for some, maybe it, okay. Okay, so for many, this is like divine union. So what we're getting here is that it's like the symphony is unfinished. The masculine has to be in the masculine energy, in this yang. They're going somewhere, going the distance, okay? Like in Hercules. 47, which again is 11, so this is like divine union again, okay? And this is 1, okay? So 1, 1, 1. 4, we had 4, 4, 4, right? And so it's like the masculine has to take the action, has to go to the distance, right? They're running, rushing in. While the feminine, it seems, is here creating, but also like the change is really in being at peace, like coming to peace, right? Being able to be at peace is what I feel. Like that was the biggest change. That's what's allowing the masculine to actually take the action, to be in this yang energy, and to actually take the action to go the distance, is like the peace. So as feminine does too much in the yang energy, checking my candles. As feminine acts too much in yang energy, it kind of causes stress. Hold on, maybe Kitty's trying to get out. What are you doing? Scaring me, making crazy noises, see? Confirmation. I don't even remember when she went out. Oh, maybe she's out. It's been raining. I sensed a storm of brewing, you guys. Okay, so you are divinely guided, okay? There is a higher power that is gonna help to create things. What I'm getting here is that there was a little bit concerned because they don't know, okay? They're stuck between two worlds, between a rational world and this following your dream world, right? And it's like, where normally they like to be in the space of deep knowing, like I know, like they are very well prepared. They know how everything is going to be, you know, that's how they feel like they can maintain their luck or their connectivity, like their proper is in the knowing, right? In the knowing and having some predictability. They don't like this energy that they just have to trust that the universe is going to provide the pathway and the building blocks, okay? Now, truth be told, you guys, I'm seeing something that came out here, which is the tribe, all that glitters, okay? So, you guys are gonna get some information about people that you maybe thought were your friends, your family members. You know, tribe is people that are supposed to be close. All that glitters. So people that you thought were maybe acting a certain way or being a certain thing or projecting a certain persona or something like this. Truth be told, they're coming out. The truth is coming out. Okay, so let's to the sea. 7. So yeah. Yeah, truth be told, look at this owl. Okay, this is like the knowledge, and it's like on this mask. 100%. Hello. Hello. So, this must be where some people are gonna wish that they treated you better. Yeah. They're gonna wish that they can be part of your party, part of your celebration. I see a lot of masks here. For some, this can be some type of a masquerade party or costume thing, like if it's relevant for this time of the year, potentially. Hello. Um, okay, guys. Gonna get a whole story. Let's go. Okay, guys. So, what we have here. What is this party? Why is this full in reverse here? I need to know why. Someone made a foolish decision. May have chosen a third party, yep, or something bad. Okay. So, for some, they were already ready to celebrate, or they were trying to be shiny. They thought that they were gonna be able to celebrate. They thought that they were gonna pull one over. They thought that they were gonna fool you. But you're not fooled by that shit anymore. You don't miss a beat. Not at all, collective. Not at all. So what is this? 8 of Cups. You straight walked away from the bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, he's straight walking to where there is reciprocity, where there is equal give and take, where you're honored and respected. And this is where some of these people are going to be. They're going to be literally begging to receive. Like, no, 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 please. Please don't go. Please don't go away. Please, can I get some of your energy, some of your love? Right? You're like the sun. You're like this source, this extra source of power, of energy. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So. Damn, it just keeps saying the same thing, even in a different deck. Okay. So here we have the Six of Swords in reverse, right? Normally this is someone taking us to safer shores, the Six of Swords in reverse. Now, what's interesting about this deck is the ferryman is ghost, okay? So, for some, where they thought that they were going to have someone to protect them, that person went ghost, okay? They're not getting that. They're not getting to go where they want to go with them. Heartbreak. The Tower. Okay. This wounded warrior. Okay, then we have the Emperor. Death in reverse. The Two of Cups. Okay. So, when I look here, after this, like, nah, I'm walking away, like, you made a bad decision. So for some of you guys, this has been in the collective. Some people are leaving one relationship or place, person, mostly relationship. There is another person that enters, other people that enter, okay? Yeah. Lovers in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Hangman upright, okay? 3 of Cups in reverse, Hierophant in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Judgment upright, Tower upright, okay? Now that's what's here, the 6 of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Swords upright, the Tower upright. Okay, guys, so what does this keep saying? The Lovers, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, third party, okay? For some, you guys, For some of you guys, maybe chose a third party, an addiction, something else like this. And because of that, you will be staying with this lower frequency. You didn't learn the lesson. Didn't learn the lesson. The lesson is to know who to offer and who to share the love with, right? Learn the lesson, right? This is like you've learned, you're knowledgeable, all of this other stuff, right? Upside down, you didn't learn the lesson. You didn't learn the lesson, right? You didn't learn the lesson. This is something in love. Yeah, judgment. This is divine judgment, taking something away from you. And then, so this is walking away from this one situation. Then we have over here, the Emperor with the Death and the Two of Cups. Okay, so enters new person, new stability, somebody ready to not fuck around. Now this person could be an Aries. This has very strong Aries energy. The Emperor is Aries. Does not have to be. Could be a fire sign. That this is Scorpio. Okay, could be Scorpio. Okay, Cups. This is water sign. Water signs, Mercury. There's also Leo in here. Okay, so what is this saying? Hey, taking on the Emperor position, right? This is talking about how we realize when patterns, right? When we keep seeing the tower, the tower, the tower, the heartache, the betrayal, the lies, when we continue to see that, okay, we're gonna realize when everything is, all the towers have come down. Look, 2 separate towers from 2 separate decks, okay? When we realize that all this has come down, we're like done. We don't want to keep fighting the same fight, right? What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result or outcome, okay? So we're done with that. We're now stepping into this Emperor zone. For some, the Emperor can be someone that steps in. For others, you're stepping into the energy of Emperor, right? This boss energy, like, no, I'm creating new boundaries, new structures, new foundations, new things. So, yeah. So it's like the death and the rebirth. So it's like, yes, I'm birthing. I'm letting certain things go. That's part of creating a new empire, right? I'm deciding what stays and what goes, right? What comes, what stays? Love, right? Admiration, love that is gained through knowledge, through Kundalini activation, right? Through higher connection, shared, mutually respected. And maybe that's why you see just the Emperor. It's like we together, love together, communication, right? This is the Caduceus, through health, through healthy knowledge, communication, higher elevation of higher knowledge and wisdom with intention. Enters this other thing, yeah. And here we have the High Priestess with the Hermit and the Three of Wands. So yeah, this is something that, like, you know, and is going to come for a long time. It's taken a lot of strength and a lot of action for everybody to change. Now, if you are on a divine union, like divine masculine, divine feminine, then yes, we have had so much to do. There's been nothing but work, work, work. Work, 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 work. There's been so much work. It's like we've died 1,000 deaths every time and been reborn. We've had to be in this strength energy. For some of you guys, now you could have been waiting for this since August, since Leo time. For some, for a long time. Others maybe just since September. Okay, a few, maybe it's been 3 months. Okay, maybe 3 months. Some maybe 3 years. Some, obviously, it can be way longer. I'm just looking as I show you, and I look at what I see. versus what your guys' energy is omitting to me. So yeah, so for some, it's about moving to the safer space, right? Coming into this victory. For some, somebody wants to take you. Somebody wants to take you to the safe space. Somebody wants to, hello everybody. When is Jesus' second coming? When you do your breath work. Jesus is a man. You have 33 vertebrae in your spine. The second coming is the second coming of the Christ consciousness. I'll happily share the information if you need to know. It's about tapping Christ consciousness. It's the second coming of the same consciousness that was existent at that same time, which is what he was trying to do, which is why he died when he was 33, representatory of the 33 vertebrae. As we're bringing the Christos oil, it's coming up, traveling up our spinal cord till it gets to the seat. Basically like the cave of Brahma in our brain. And it activates. This is how we connect to source. It's Christ consciousness, not a man. So when you do your work and you learn how to breathe, that was the first card that even came out, breathe. Breath work, meditation, breath work, meditation, bitches. So victory. So this person is like wondering, because for some, feminine, okay, you guys are highly intuitive, obviously. Many of you guys are. Many of you guys have, if you are in a divine twin flame connection, this is telepathy. You guys share telepathy. They want to take you somewhere, maybe on a little trip. They want to take you there. I'll take you there. First, they want to apologize. First, they're going to have to make a little apology. But also, they want to say some things. Actually, what they want to do is confess. Oh, they want to confess. These are my confessions. Okay. And I think what they want to do is offer to take you somewhere. Offer to take you somewhere so you don't have a lot, like too many things to think about, right? So they can have a better chance at expressing all of this to you. They don't want to come up short at being able to express all of this to you. Hold on. So, what do they want to express to you? Dun, 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 dun. This is like the second coming of Jesus. So, second coming, Jesus Christ took long enough. Forever. Forever. Soon is quite a relative term. Yeah, I mean, time is a human construct also, So the Nine of Cups, what they want to confess to you, collective, is you are the wish fulfillment. They have been keeping it to themselves, okay? They have been misering this information, this love, this obsession for you. You are everything. You are their everything. They're not willing to take no for an answer. That's why we see the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands here. Like, I'm gonna come in and say this, and I want to be victorious, right? They're psyching themselves out about it. Good job for you, masculine collective. Fuck yeah, psych yourself out. Get hyped. Hype yourself up. But they want to say, like, they want to tell you how long you've been their wish fulfillment. They want to tell you how much they've been holding on to this, right? How much they hope and dream and wish for you, and have wished and hoped and dreamed and wished. For some of you guys, they may have known you for a long time and been wishing for this. For others, this could be a wish, like you could be their wish come true. You could be like their wish come true. Like they may have just found out about you. Maybe they knew you before, but they didn't know. And And then as they get to know, they're just like, nah, no, no, no. Dream. They're like, wait, you're everything. Look at this. The magician. The magician with the star, right? With the 4 of coins and the 9 of cups, okay? It's like you're everything like they could imagine, everything they could imagine to wish or dream for or hope for that they ever wanted, and they want you to be theirs. They don't want you to belong to anybody else, and they are super, super duper turned on by you, okay? They think of you really intensely in very passionate sexual circumstances. They may even have pictures potentially or videos or have saved something to be able to please themselves. They see you as this Empress energy. They see you as this Empress energy. Thank you. My nails are awesome, right? Look at this drip. I like this rose. Look at, she did this goddess for me. I love them. It was such a good present. So divine masculine sees divine feminine as this everything, and they've been holding on to this secret for quite some time, but they see you as this everything, and they want to express that to you. They see you as the wish fulfillment. They want to offer you something. They want to come out with something, right? They want to tell the truth. They want to tell the truth. They want to with you. What is this 5? Okay, so they actually want, okay, so when they come in, don't be dirty, guys. They're thinking all kinds of dirty thoughts. When they come in, they want to see, they want honest response, like honest reaction or honest response. Well, I rebuke you too. In the name of Jesus is a man. Oh God, you're like crazy. You don't have to be here. Like, you know what's funny about fucking haters that come on here? You have to subscribe in order to talk shit. So you already subscribed. You already did the thing. You already voted for me. So thank you very much. You know you ain't doing it right unless you got some haters out there. Okay? So you keep waiting instead of doing that breath work. You keep waiting for some man to come. I'll tell you what though, divine feminine, you're gonna get this. This man is coming for you for sure. A couple men are coming for you for sure. And let's get some more information. See, I'm out here like yeah, so then the algorithm showed them to, right? Like, how did I even pop up in your feed? Like, are you searching for me? Or are you just like, what, you out here trolling me? There is a lot of people that do that, like from, I think from like my exes and weird people, you know, they be out here trolling. It's okay. Like I said, they have to subscribe in order to come on here and talk shit. So you think you won, but you just played chess, bitch. Because not only did you subscribe, but you also commented. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah, exactly. NPCs, you know, like, welcome to my show. Someone said this earlier. They're like, and this is a show. Yeah, you're not putting on a show. And I was like, this is my own fucking show, bro. Like, but you're still here watching it, talking shit, and you had to subscribe to keep commenting for fucking 25 minutes. I just let it roll. Whatever. Like, it's funny. It's funny. Bring it in, because then when the people that are like that, they start to bring in the other energy, which makes which makes us aware of it, right? So it's collective reading. So it's important that we're aware of the other things that are going on in the collective. We can't just always be like, oh my God, this love is coming. You know, we gotta understand that also the way in which we choose to fight and deal with people is like how we're either catching our abundance and our wish fulfillment or not, right? Like if I would have been like, whatever, fuck Jesus, da da da, right? Like that's the third person talking about Jesus, but I'm like, I pulled Jesus out of these cars. He's in there as a master of the light, bro. Like I'm not, but he's still a man. But he did the mystery school. He was taught by Sophia. She was a woman. Okay, absolutely. Okay, you see my Ankh. He studied a lot in Egyptian. Like he was out there in the pyramids getting that mystery school, and that's why when he came out, he wasn't trying to fight with people, but people are like, you're the devil because you're hanging out with the lowlives, and you're, you know, and it basically caused the same type of situation where people want to be like, you don't get, like, I rebuke that you get that your stream failed. Like, are you a Christian? Because I'm pretty sure Jesus, God is love, and God isn't omitting hate. No God that I know, universe, divine, spiritual, source, creator, angels, ancestors, alien, all of them are operating in love. They are in higher dimensionalities than us. Fourth, fifth dimension, fourth, fifth density are unitive, collective unity consciousness. So it's like, in order for us to even tap those, our planet had to be at a frequency, at a level of Christ consciousness to even start to get there. Some of us just figured it out. Some of us just understand that a lot of the Egyptian symbolism is connected to parts of our brain and how we're processing and how we're doing things. You know, like there's so many breakdowns that people don't understand about how things were actually translated. So when you actually do your work and study, instead of saying, I love Jesus, but I'm spreading hate and hoping you fail and die. Like, that doesn't, what the fuck is that? Like, what kind, like, I'm pretty sure Jesus would rebuke your ass. I'm sure Satan would be like, nah, we ain't trying to take her either, bro. Like, who does that? You know, like, honestly, who throws a shoe? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, he was trying to basically say, like, people, that we're all human, right? There's not a difference. And that's what I'm saying, is like, to be judgmental is to be everything other than what Jesus was about. That's the point. That's why they tell those stories. It's like, not to be like he's fucking prostitutes, you know, like it's about like, he was open to all walks of life. There was no, he looked at people as people. If they wanted to learn, then he would like let them learn. If they needed to be healed or cleansed, then he would do it, right? Like if somebody comes to me and they're not the same spiritual background as me, but they're still wanting an energy session or some answers, it doesn't matter what race or religion or whatever they are. Like, I'm tuning into their guides, you know, to their angels, to their ancestors, to do the work. Like, that's all he was teaching people, is like how to tune in, how to hit that other level. Like, you can do it, you know, you can do it. Straight water boy shit, right? Yeah, well, there's unconditional love is an interesting thing, because unconditional love doesn't mean unconditional boundaries, you know, and that's where people get messed up. That's where people, like, unconditional love means like you're taking accountability and apologizing when you do things that hurt somebody else, right? Like the last connection that I had to break away from it, like, because I was like, why is there so much unconditional love? And then when I realized what our past life what connection was, I realized that. But I realized what the growth lacked was the accountability. The accountability in order for people to be able to apologize, right? To say, actually, yeah, I said all this fucked up shit. I did all of this fucked up shit. And I understand that it hurt you. I understand that I created extra stress and mental construct and everything else. And I didn't even think of how it might affect you, because I was being so defensive of my own personal woundings, family, from past, okay? And so that's what happened. Is I think a lot of the masculine energy maybe didn't deal. They haven't done as much of the work, the soul work, as the feminine. You know, some of them may be in this magician stage. Some of them may have figured it out. And that's like when we hit this level of Christ consciousness, we understand that we're the magician, right? That we're creating, we choose to create, we choose to observe the reality that we see, right? Do we see ourselves, like, are we hyping ourselves up, right? Do we see ourselves as this magician? Do we see ourselves as being able to be in balance, be in spiritual balance, right? This is like a yin and a yang, right? The white and the black. And the chariot, you know, it's like, here's the stars. So it's like we're moving forward in motion with the heavens and the earth, right? We've balanced ourselves. We've figured out how to master the balance in ourselves to be able to move through these other dimensions, through these emotions, right? Through this energy and motion, through all of that. And so that's what's happening, right? And we're tapping this higher level of passion, and we're kind of removing the people that are super in and out. Yeah, well, you can't expect it in return. Okay, you thought about treating people how oneself would want to be treated and expecting in return. Yeah, but you can't expect it in return, but that is also kind of an yeah. It's a lot of a sacrifice with knowing. Acting with expectation, would you consider that? Acting with an expectation? I don't know what the expectation is. Would you consider that conditional? Is it an expectation or is it a standard? Like, is there a minimum requirement? Because for me, like, I know what my minimum requirements are. Like, if people aren't willing to meet them, like, if they're just trying to be in and out with this fuckboy energy, like, I know that's not gonna work for me like that. I already know what that's gonna end up like. Sad bitch shit, you know? Already know. Look, Queen of Cups, yeah. Already know that leads to heartache. Already know fucking foolish. Already know that's just more work for me. Already know that's gonna fuck up my fortune. Don't need it. Okay? Need the stability. Need the stability. Okay, so what is a expectation? What is a requirement? Like, do you know? And that's where being in control, the magician with the chariot, right? That's where you're in control of how you move, the choices you make, right? Nobody else is making your choices for you. It's free will. You can't be like, oh, this person made me. That's like this energy. And to say like, oh, well, I made a mistake. No, bitch, you know better. You're an adult. You fucking know better, bro. You know better. You know better. And if you've been on a connection, like a deep connection, like the divine union or something like that, like, this ain't the first time. This ain't the first time. You've been out here, we've been out here walking tight ropes, trying to maintain balance, bro. Like, no. What is expectation? Yeah, there's a bare minimum, right? Like, for me, I have standard minimum requirements, like base, like, yeah, look, again, I don't want this shit, right? I know what's foolish activity. I know what's causing heartache. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Like, I need someone that knows where they're going, where they're headed, and exactly who they are and what they have to offer. Feminine's like, bro, I don't need to be like, let's figure it out. Let's see where this goes. No, bro. Let's see where this goes. No. No. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that type of mental torture. Like, I did my work. I know what I want, right? I know what I want. Do you know what you want? And if you don't know what you want, or what you have isn't what you want, then death and rebirth, bro. Scorpio season, like death and rebirth, like rebirth, restructure, reframe. We're in this retrograde period. What it is that you want, right? You can't sit here and be like the victim. You can't sit there and be the victim, be like, oh, I'm the wounded warrior. Absolutely not. I'm a triple Scorpio. I'm the high priestess, bitch. Virgos are hella fucking uptight. I'll never be a Virgo. Too strict. My moon is in Virgo though, so that's why the way that I love, the way that I expect people to show up for me, like my love has to be a very specific way. I am anal about that because the Virgo is on my moon. Andres, don't claim me. I don't like that. You don't even, you know, like, if you want to say you want to claim me as yours, Andres, you're going to have to start, I'm going to like start charging for titles, for temporary titles every day. Ooh, yeah, you guys are down to pay. Let's go. I can pay my rent. I need to pay my rent. Okay. Yeah, so for some of you guys, when you learn to let go of the things, to not hold on to the things that have been holding you back, you know? Yeah. Learn to let go of the things that have been holding you back, okay? Some of you guys, you've been holding on to things being like, but if I keep putting in work, but I already poured all this money and this effort and this energy and this time into it, I feel like I feel like I'm almost there. I almost got it, right? I'm about to be like, but I'm about like, well, I'm gonna get my next big break. I'm gonna get my next big break, bro. I'm gonna get my next big break, bro. And like, no. Like, no. Know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. When the dealing's done. You don't count your money when it's sitting on the table, but you'll be sure enough to count it when the dealing's done. The Three of Wands, guys. So something that you have been waiting for. So by keeping things that aren't working, right? By keeping things that aren't working in your space, you're just preventing, you're just blocking yourself, Hermit in reverse. You're blocking yourself from being able to get to the action. You're slowing your divine blessings down. You're adding more work before you get to your fortune. Now, for some of you guys, you could have chosen to take the more difficult road, okay? For many of you guys, especially Twin Flame Collective, you know, we do choose to kind of take a different road, a different path, and it's not the same. So, does anybody have a constructive comment or question? The Magician, okay, and again, the fucking Chariot and the Sun. So yeah. Someone has been working hard and has no problem to come in. They don't need to. They're gonna, like, an apology, like, no, they're not gonna come in with an apology. They're gonna come in with the offering of stability. They're gonna not give you everything you want, everything that you've ever dreamed of. They're gonna give you even more. The Emperor. Okay? Stability. Okay? Stability, safety, security. Then they're just gonna keep bringing you, keep offering you more love. Keep offering you, create this new empire with you. They may have been working on it for a while. For many of you guys, this is a past, someone that you know, past life, soulmate, something like this, but these keep coming out, okay? The Magician, the Chariot, the Sun, and now it's the Three of Pentacles. So someone has been wanting to work with you for a while. Someone has been coming towards working with you. Maybe this is someone you already work with. You've worked with, you've been working with. They want to create, what would really make them happy is to be able to create something with you, to be able to work with you. They see you as having this super creative, like juicy creative ability to kind of tap in and know things, yeah. And they might start off like offering to work with you and then offer this love. Yeah, because I think that they're not sure how to approach the situation, and they don't want to approach it like, let's fuck, but that's really what's on their mind. And they're trying to not let that rule their scenario. So they've had to kind of get rid of this third party thing. For many of them, it can be some type of an addiction. The third party doesn't have to always be a person. It can be an addiction. It can be work. It can be pornography. It can be a substance. It can be whatever. It can be addicted to video games. It can be many things, okay? Victory. Been waiting a long time for it to come. They're waiting for you to make a decision, feminine, to make the judgment. They can't stop thinking about you. They're absolutely obsessing, and they're trying to figure out. They've been trying to study you. Why? I mean, I guess to know what to want, to know what you want, or something like this. Why? Because they don't want to lose, because they want to be victorious no matter what. They're not going to take no for an answer. Yeah, because they want to come in. Okay, for many of you guys, they're going to come in and like sweep you off your feet. This is some Prince Charming shit. Like, it's going to be passionate, it's going to be emotional, it's going to be super loving. For some of you guys, you may have already sensed some of it or been feeling some of it coming on. Yeah, you're ready for the stability. You've been asking for the stability. The Emperor, okay? You've been asking. Yeah, so how many? Let's figure out what this is. Let's figure out what this story is over here with the truth be told and the tribe and all that glitters, okay? Because there is some shit happening over here with some friends or family members that you guys need to know. They're telling me you guys need to know. There may be an ending, okay? Some people that you love, that you thought you loved, that you may have learned a lot of things from in life, that you may have grown up with or spent a long time with, that is coming to an end. For some, there could have been a divorce, okay? This is like actual legal For many of you guys, they could have told you. You could have had friends or family that you thought that were actually telling you this, that were leading you astray, okay? That were telling you to end it with this person, with feminine, with collective. And they were actually convincing you. They're convincing you to choose a different path, to choose something different. And that was intentional. They set you up. Yeah. For many, they set you up with a third party or in this situation so you wouldn't be able to move forward, so you would stay in this space. The tribe. People that you thought were your friends are part of the tribe. Also some woman, older woman you're potentially fucking. Oh, masculine. Yeah. Knight of fucking Wands. And now the ancestors, or maybe divine feminine, so is this. Yeah. So there is prominent different masculine energies. And this other one is coming in, feeling like a wounded warrior, but they want to offer you a commitment. They also want to offer you the D and take you somewhere. You may already know where that is, and they want to take you there. They'll take you wherever you want to go, okay? They may be still waiting on some more money or stability to come through for some of them. Some things could be tied up, but they do want to be there for you emotionally, mentally, however they can, okay? And they want to grant all of your wishes, okay? They want to be like your personal genie, your personal slave or something like this. For some of you guys can be into some weird shit, yeah. For some of them, they can be totally wanting like female dominant, yeah, okay. They want to emotionally, they want to like give you this love, right? Like support like you've never received before, okay? Yeah, they want to grant all your wishes, whatever you wish. They don't care how anybody else actually feels about that, or how it makes them look or feel. Okay, so for some of you guys, so I'm actually sensing now 3 different energies, okay? One that wants to take you somewhere, one that wants to come and live with you, one that knows they fucked up. They may have been working with your family or this community against you. I think they all owe apologies for a while. And they may miss their opportunity if they don't make moves quick, because who are all these people? Yeah. This one that has something to offer, that wants to come and stay with feminine or something like this, gonna get left out in the cold if you don't. Yeah. And these are all past life. So these are people that you've connected with in past lives for sure. 100%. My life is up to these cards for sure. A bunch of other people's lives is up to the cards too. Thank you for subscribing to my channel to come and tell us what to do. Because you've already subscribed to my shit. Thank you. May I have another? And every comment, I get paid for it too. So thank you. Keep talking shit. Let's go. Cha-ching, cha-ching, past life. We got love coming in from past life. Okay? This is for some soulmate. For some, this can be a family member or somebody that you maybe knew from a long time ago. Hello. That's why it says hello, lovers. Okay. I thought it was talking about just like the masculine and feminine. I think that there is a few situations going on here, guys. Ooh. Remember, take it as it resonates. Take what is yours and leave what is not. If it is not your story, do not try to make it your story. And 52 pickup. It's okay, I do that. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just spread them all out, like mix them up like a little kid, you know? We got all the haters in the building tonight. Hello, haters. Thank you. You love my headpiece. Thank you, Laura. This is actually, I wear this, sometimes it's a choker. Sometimes I wear it on my leg. Sometimes I wear it on my arm. Right now, it really seemed piratey, right? It seemed like gothic pirate to me. Like it got like the Howling Pirate vibe. And then I added this dope crown, because obviously pirate queen shit. So let's figure out what this is. So now we do know that there is some people in the community that were actually maybe direct friends also. Ooh, oh, you guys, I'm picking up on something actually scandalous right now too. Okay, so for somebody who you thought were your friends or that were in the tribe were actually pretending to show you something better, to talk shit like this. Okay, many of them pretend to be Jesus lovers, but they're actually dark ass fucking cults and like sex cult, like satanic cult shit. That's probably all you motherfuckers that are on here talking shit. Just remember, return to sender, address unknown, return to sender, whoa. Remember, guys, get your return to sender spells. Free for you today to just send it right back to where the fuck it came from. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Wheel of Fortune, because I am divinely blessed and guided and protected. And I know that, you guys. So for some, they could have tried to change the fortune. For some, they could have tried to tap into your fortune. They actually had one of these masculines, this dirty masculine. They actually had them come over. They were doing sex magic. Okay, this keeps coming up. They were doing satanic sex magic rituals to get your fortune, to get your bag. For some of them, identity theft. For some of them, bank. Some of them, insurance fraud. Will, they could have collected a will in your name. Somebody, older father or grandfather's name. Could have been a Capricorn. Okay, earth sign. Could or couldn't mean something to you. Yeah, these people tried to take the fortune. They tried to block the divine lovers from coming into union. The problem with that is they are divinely guided. Okay, they're divinely guided. So now you're getting this higher powered judgment. You guys are getting the higher power judgment. Truth be told, they will come into union. And the only thing that's going to prevent them from coming into union is maybe you guys are going to be leaving. Yeah, out of here. I'm getting like this, I'm hearing like this baseball announcer, like, you're out there, like, they're out of here. You know, like I'm seeing like, what do you call those guys? Like the referees. And they're just like, out. You guys have been ousted, and all that extra energy they've been putting like fucking crazy, like trying to take your strength, your life force energy, your agility, and like they just keep seeing collective getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, and more heads are rolling, calling the shots. Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades up on my Impala. Get paid tonight. Swish a roll tight. Mmm. Making money that far away. Gonna take that highway. They're gonna have to take the high road. Gotta get away to better days, better days. They tried to leave you on your own, and they tried to basically take everything. They tried to kill your fortune, your fame, your name, and guess what? You about to blow up. For some of you guys, you about to be globally accredited. Maybe globally famous, maybe globally known. You're about to have this rebirth. You're about to you're hitting Phoenix motion collective. Yeah. Phoenix motion. So these people that were trying to fuck the collective up, that were trying to pretend to work with you, they are now gonna pay. They ain't getting checks. They ain't gonna get no work. They're gonna be working like, they're gonna be busted. Yeah, busted. For many of them, they may be going to jail, and they may not be able to get out. They're gonna be busted. Yeah. Yeah, going down. Cut some work for taking shit that didn't belong to you, for trying to ruin empires that you had no business fucking sniffing your stank ass in, people. Yes, and the Knight of Cups. And in comes actual masculine to say, listen, I know it's been a long time. I know it's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. I know it's been a long time coming. They might be coming for a long time. Might have been a long time since they've been coming. I don't know. But they want to confess their love. They want to tell you that you are their everything. They see you as this everything. And like, there is no other decision other than you. Oh my God, you guys, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. You are their happily ever after. You are their home. You are their castle, their temple, their family, their everything. Aww. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna cry. They want to take you home. They want to bring you to a safe place with them. They want to protect you always. They want to defend you. They want to protect you. Yeah. They want you to be able to be gentle because you've helped them to maybe reach their more softer, gentle side. You have been the one, Divine Feminine, that has actually tamed the beast. You tamed the beast that they thought nobody ever could. And that's maybe what they're going to come in to tell you. And that is why they have a little bit of this fear to come in. Because once they show you that you have the power over them, right? Once they're that vulnerable to you, they know that you could like chop off their head. They know that you could eat them alive, that you could crush them, that you could destroy them. You've been a man-eater maybe for some of you guys, and that they're a little bit afraid of that because they don't want it to end. They see you as their whole world, their everything. They want to lock in like these fixed signs. For some of you, they might be a fixed sign energy. Might be another Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, or Taurus. They may have strong of these in their chart also. They see you as the world. They want to give you the world. Even if that means you choose to take it on as yourself, they will learn how to show up for you. They will learn how to be your friend or your servant or whatever they have to. They just see you as their family. They don't see it any other way. They want to start a new family with you for some of you guys. Yeah, death and rebirth. You want to start over. For some, this is someone you could have already known. Yeah, somebody from the past. There may have been a lot of past mental anguish or torture. Yeah. May have been another person, other people from the past. Um, but they want to start this new wheel of fate with you. That's beautiful. So steer clear of these weird friends or family members, okay? They're not looking for your best interest. This other person, yes, this is your dream come true. This is what you've literally been fighting your whole life for, hoping and dreaming and waiting and wishing and saying, no, all the work that I did wasn't for nothing. It wasn't in vain. I know that I did it. I was divinely called to walk away from certain things and to stay certain places and to go certain places and to fight certain people or to become the bigger or the smaller person in certain situations and to abandon certain people or certain situations or certain businesses or things or ideas in order to get to this 10 of Pentacles. I had a lot of options along the way and it was difficult. I wasn't always, this is a direct channel, I wasn't always the most sturdy before. I was maybe like to see how many people I could get with how little of action I could put out and how little of money and effort and action I could spend with the most amount of passion returned. They know that that wasn't right. They know that that was manipulation. They feel terrible for that. They're left a bit in mental anguish that maybe they did that. Maybe that's something that happened between you guys. Maybe that's something that they're going to come in and tell you that they did, that they're going to have to take accountability for. Because what I'm feeling is, okay, what I'm feeling is that's what they have to come and tell you. That's what they have to come and tell you, because as soon as they come to you, these other people are going to try to attack the situation, and they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you that this person was always a promiscuous or a player or something like this. They're going to try to sway your decision. They're going to try to manipulate your decision, because they don't want this union to come together. Especially watch out for people that are your friends or family, okay? Also, this can be some karmics from the past, some past life soulmates, some different things like this. Be aware. They are third parties, okay? Be aware of taking any emotional, mental advice from these third parties. They do not mean well, okay? Offer this cup of love in a quiet space, okay? Solely, okay? Go pick up feminine and take her somewhere. Go to her. Go somewhere. Maybe you guys need to go somewhere and get away and rest for a few days. You know? Yeah. Stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking it, masculine. Feminine can already see and feel everything, what is fucking her up. The only thing that's bringing this energy, this third party or this energy back around, is you not expressing how she makes you feel. How happy, what you really feel. You have to make that leap of faith. You have to express that. You have to contact. I don't think you're going to end up as wounded as you think. I think this is a mental construct, masculine. That's a mental construct. She's going to be emotionally or mentally or physically abusive. I think you're going to be victorious. It's just work that you got to do. And you got to stop holding on. You got to let go of the ego. And approach her. Say, I'm not in this state anymore. How can we work this out? How can we create something new? Or you're coming in with the Emperor vibe saying, how can we destruct all this old stuff and build something completely new. Like for many of you guys, they may want to come in completely and just say, you know what, let's redo everything. Because I don't want, like, there's too much weird stuff. There's too, and for some, you may come into the divine union and you may just, it may just be for like, for some, you may come into the divine union and it may just be for closure. It may just be for closure, right? Like, yeah. It may just be to complete the cycle, to say, okay, to give that reassurance, that stability, to allow this other love or this other passion to make space for it, right? Yeah. For some, they want to stay in this, their density, you know, they don't want to give up certain things. And that's choice, you know. Everybody's on different paths. And so for some, you know, you gotta choose which path is propelling you forward. And, you know, for me, the way I look at it is like, every time I've felt like I need to reground with myself and I come back to just being with myself, I just get really even stronger. Like my twin taps in even stronger, even more intense. Like, doesn't matter. Like, I was in a boat, you know, I had my boat in the middle of the ocean for like 5 years, right? And I thought, if I just go in, I don't have any exterior noise and frequencies and all of this stuff, and I'm just with the water. And the reality of the situation is like, it became more intense, right? It became more intense and more inherent. Like, it didn't go away, it got stronger. And so, but I look at it like this, every time I've had to give up something, right? Every time someone has lied or betrayed me, right? Or hidden something. Every time that has happened, like, someone else comes in with a better action. And so I look at it like this, even if the closure is just not ever, you know, not ever seeing what happens, then at least that's the closure. And at least if the last thing that it helped me to do was to wake up to the realization that I'm still I still was accepting bare minimum because of this unconditional love state that I had for this other person. And so this is why I don't know, like, unconditional love is a very interesting thing, right? It only works if both people are willing to do the work. Love isn't just something that you feel. It's an active action. It's care. It's compassion. It's not just forgiving when somebody does something wrong. It's not just, oh, I love you so much, and feeling that you have an intense love. It's more. It's more than a feeling. It's more than that. Because if you're emotionally, mentally, physically abandoning somebody, right? Then there's nothing to hold on to. If the person feels abandoned every time some other distraction or substance or something else comes in, then there's no point. There's nothing to hold on to. Better plant some seeds somewhere else and wait for those. Find who's ready to plant the seeds and grow something together. Not someone that's out here still exploring their options at 50. That's fucking old news, dead, over. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be a fuckboy at 50? Go for it. Enjoy. Ain't get no love from me. No love. When it's done, it's done. When it's run aground, it's run aground. Like, what are you gonna do, guys? So yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, like, it's not feminine's job, it's not anyone's job to sit and wait while the other person doesn't choose to actively get their shit together. Like, if the people can't give up the shit from their past that was preventing them from stepping into their future, then there is no future with them, right? Then there is no future. Yeah, it's a choice. It's a choice. You know, my last partner, we had this interesting channeling, and his father and his stepfather both have passed, and he was coming in, his actual father was coming in very strong when we started doing these studies for hypnosis, right? Like, this was like a while ago, back in June or something like this, May or June. And this channel was really coming through very strong. And he was like, listen, stop holding on to these things that are holding you back. If you want a new life, like, I'm here, I'm protecting you, right? You have to get out of this mental construct. If you want the new life, it's going to cost you your old. All the old people, all the old things, it's going to cost you. But he didn't choose to give that up. He chose to stay in this hermit state of, well, I can hide and pretend when the divine can see and can feel. So, you know, it's a choice, right? So it's about not expectations or requirements. It's like, I follow the guidance of divine, right? Of universe, source, creator. And if they say, okay, you got to do this because that's how you wait for the next thing to come in, and if this person isn't doing it, then you got to do it on your own. Do you know what I'm saying? If this divine masculine doesn't want to step up and be on the journey, then it's his choice. That is free will. But you still have to go for the thing that you want. And the stability will show up in another way. Multiple ways. Okay? For feminine also, it may be, I keep seeing these 2 kings, 2 and 3 kings. It may be that there's 2, no, this could just be the energy that this king has. Like, okay, this new person that comes in, so two stories here. This new person that comes in is going to offer you this stability, this emotion, this support, but also this passion, this love, this passion. They are going to be so passionate about you that the way that they love is going to be so different than anything you've ever experienced before. It's something that you maybe have even dreamed of or waited for your whole life. For others, there can be the way that the feminine decides to stay happy is by saying, you know, I've waited to have what I need. Now I'm not cutting back on my needs, actually. I'm going to take the stability from this one and the passion from this one and the emotional care and attention from that one, right? And I'm going to figure out a way to balance it out, right? A way to temper it out. Yeah. Maybe feminine is just going to start acting the same as masculine. Saying, you know what? Options, options. If people don't want to meet the minimum requirements, if they're not willing to make the commitment, then should she have to make the commitment? What's good for the goose ain't good for the gander? No, that's not how it works. Feminine is her stability exists regardless of masculine. So she doesn't, that's not a thing anymore. Saying that we have to wait or do or respect is not a thing anymore. If it's not being, respect isn't deserved. It's given. It's earned. It's earned. We're in this whole new level, and all the ancestors are super stoked because for the first time, women don't have to have men for properties and for business and for living and for pleasure and for everything else. So make it a lot easier, you know, stop giving us headaches, because that's what a lot of people do. It's like mental torment, right? Like, feminine doesn't want this. She wants to be loved. She wants attention. She doesn't want to have to think about it. She doesn't want to have to fight for it. She doesn't need to. There's other people that will do that. Okay? Feminine's job is to stay put. Right? And the right person is going to come along and say, I don't know why. I must have been fucking crazy to have let go of something so amazing. And they're going to come in and they're going to express. For many of you, they could have had a long journey to get, a long journey. For some, they can be traveling from far away, from a different place, again, around the world. For many of you guys, they could have had a long, been going through like a dark night of the soul, like a massive spiritual awakening, to where the ancestors and the angels and the guys, everybody's just like berating them, like, wake up, this is your person, you gotta go, 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 you know, put me in, coach, put me in, coach. And then it's like the 3 a.m. like drill sergeant or something, you know. That's what I'm getting, is like almost drill sergeant style is like what's happening. They're like, get up, do the work, come on, go over here, dump the girl, you gotta, like, we gotta forge it, we gotta make this happen, you know. And they're making them fucking fight all these people and do all this stuff, and they're like, fuck, this is never ending. And they're like, now you gotta jump, now that you're all broken down, you gotta jump and make this leap of faith and hope that you don't lie or say something wrong, because she's gonna see you. So you gotta be honest about everything, otherwise she's gonna know. And if you lie about something, she's gonna kick you out. So don't lie about this third party. That's gonna cause a fight. It's gonna cause the ending. Take accountability for your actions, for your distractions. Number one. So, take accountability for your distractions, guys. Okay. So yeah, but hanging on ain't gonna get you there. Okay. Victory isn't focusing on all of the bad things or the missed opportunity. The victory comes when you're focused on the union. Again, the union, heading towards union. Yeah. So for some of them, they're rushing in to offer this cup of love. Let's go. They don't want to be history. They don't want to be past. They want to be present. They want to be relative now. They want to be your relative. For some, they may be coming in with some of your relatives. Maybe some of your relatives are helping them out to take care of some things. Maybe you have a couple of relatives that are more defending your honor for some of them. For some of them, they're choosing. There's certain relatives that they want to come out. They may be having a little wedding, a very private wedding. Yeah, they want it to be very secret, okay? They don't want people to know. They don't want any problems. They don't want any extra stress. They don't know if you're holding on to some other idea or construct about how you want this to go, or your wish or your dream of your wedding and all this stuff. They're not sure, but for some of you, they want to come in like this and kind of like elope, have like a very, very smaller private ceremony. Yeah, because they don't trust a lot of people. And they don't think a lot of people actually wish for this. So they're doing it against other people's suggestion, yeah. Because they can't hide your love. They can't hide the love for you anymore. They're getting over defensive about it. Yeah, about not taking action. They can't do it. You're their future. They don't care. They may be, for some of them, they may be giving up a family. They may be giving up family fortune, money, something like this. They don't care. They don't care. They're never going to get you out of their head. They're never... Yeah. They're not going to give up. They're not going to miss this opportunity. They're coming right for you. Yep. For some, you don't know who this is. For some, you think you know who this is. You may know who this is. For some, you don't. Okay? They may... Who you think you know also may come in different. Okay? They're completely different than you've ever seen them before, than you ever knew them before. Okay? Okay, guys, that's what I have for you. I'm very tired. It makes me very sleepy. This love energy makes me feel like so sleepy, like stoned, sleepy in a cloud. Like, Oh, I want some cuddle time. Need some cuddies. Yeah. Drop the third party. Need some cuddles. Stop fighting. Need some snuggies. Okay, guys. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. I appreciate all your likes, comments, subscribes, and shares. If you want to book a personal or private reading, the information is in the information box below, DivinityWithinThee@gmail.com. As always, I think you're amazing and appreciate your presence for being here. I'm proud of you. You're doing great. Keep going, and I love you. Ciao for meow.